Hello friends. So in this video we'll see the extending transition function of DFA to the strings. Now if we see the DFA language, so DFA language is set of all strings that result in a sequence of state transitions from start state to an accepting state. So each string belonging to the language, okay, so it results the transitions from or sequence of state transitions from starting or initial state to the final state, that is accepting state. Now if delta is the transition function of the DFA, okay, then we can say that delta cap is the extended transition function which is constructed from the delta. Okay, so delta cap, that is extended transition function of state q on the string w, results in the next state p. Okay. So delta cap of q on w is equal to p, where q is the current state, we can say that w is the some string of belonging to the or which is accepted by the DFA. Okay, and p is, then we can say that final state or the next state. Now we'll further define delta, that is extended transition function delta cap, by the induction on the length of input string. Okay, so basis of that induction, we can say that the string of zero length. So extended transition function q on epsilon is equal to q, that is same state. So that is the transition from the state q on the string of zero length results into the same state. Now further we'll increase this to the string w. Suppose string w we can break into the string like xa. So w is equal to xa, where x is the prefix of w and a is the last symbol of that w. For example, if w is equal to 1101, okay, so we can break this 1101 as x is equal to 110, that is prefix of w, 110, and a is equal to last symbol of that w. So we can say that 110 is the x and last one is a. So then we can compute extended transition function delta cap for this w as like this. So delta cap of q on w is equal to, so delta cap of q on x comma a. So that is, first, for computing extended transition function for the string w, okay, from the state q, we need to compute first the extended transition function for the string x, which is the prefix of w. Okay, so which results into some state. Suppose the value of extended transition function for the string x from the state q is the state p. Okay, then we can compute extended transition function for the string w is equal to transition or the delta of state p on the symbol a, that is transition of state p on the symbol a, where p is the state which is resulted by computing the extended transition function from state q on the string x, where x is the prefix of the string w, because we have written w as x followed with a, where x is the prefix of w and a is the last symbol. So from this it is clear that for computing extended transition function for the string w, okay, so we need to compute the extended transition function value for the prefix of that string. Okay, So once it is computed, so we can compute the delta cap for the string w. Okay. So we'll see this with the help of one example. Now suppose, for example, so we'll compute one DFA here. Okay. So we have to design the DFA for this language. Okay. So this language is set of all strings w such that w is of even length. So w is of even length and each of the string of this language begin with 0 1. Okay. So then obviously the strings belonging to the language are like, okay, we can say that L is equal to, so basic strings will be then 0 0 1. So basic string is 0 1 because all the strings are starting with 0 1 and 0 1 is of even length. So basic string is 0 1. So further we can write then 0 1 followed with 1 1, 0 1 followed with 1 0, 0 1 followed with 0 0, or 0 1 1 1 0 0. So all these strings are starting with 0 1 and they are of even length like 2 4 6 and so on. Okay, so this is infinite set. So for this language we can construct the deterministic finite automata. So deterministic finite automata, so first we are constructing it for the basic string of this language which is 0 1. Okay. So we can start from the initial state of DFA Q0 and we'll take the transition of Q0 on the first symbol of the basic string. So first symbol of the basic string of this language is 0. So we'll take the transition of Q0 on 0 to Q1. Now from Q1 we'll take the transition on next symbol of the basic string which is 1. So Q1 on 1 goes to Q2. So Q2 will make final state. So we can say that now starting from Q0 and reading the two symbols 0, Q0 go to Q1 and reading the next symbol Q1 goes to Q2. That is final state. And then we can say that 0 1 is accepted by this DFA. Now let us further improve this DFA for the remaining strings, as we know that next we can have the strings of length 4, length 6, length 8 and so on. So all even length strings. So here now further we can show the transitions from the next state, suppose Q2. So once we reach to the Q2, now we can show the next transitions for accepting, suppose the string with length 4, length 6, length 8 like this. We need to add one more state, that is Q3. Okay, and we'll show the transition from Q2 on 0 and 1 to Q3, and further from Q3 again on 0 and 1 goes to Q2. So by showing this one more state, so it is in the loop form now, because from Q2 on both input symbols we are going to Q3, and again from Q3 on both input symbols again we are going to Q2. So this we are doing for the increasing the length of string in even manner. Okay, so first basic string is of length 2 and further our strings are increasing like length 4, length 6 and so on. If we consider the string 0 1 1 1, so it is accepted like this. See that, so Q0 on 0 goes to Q1, further Q1 on 1 goes to Q2, and now next one again, so Q2 on 1 goes to Q3, and last one Q3 on 1 goes to Q2. That is acceptance. Okay, like means after 0 1 we can have then any combination. So remaining bits which may be either zeros or ones, but they are again their length is even. So it may be length 2, length 4, length 6 like that. So it is increased by 2. So first loop, see that its length is 2, 0. Suppose first is 0, second may be 1 or 0. Or suppose first is 1, second may be again 0 and 1. So first loop, second loop. So every iteration length is increased by 2, 4, 6 like that. Now for the remaining transitions, so we can show so from Q0, so we have shown the transition on 0. Now for next transition we have to show on 1. So from Q0 on 1 we have to show the transition to Q4, where Q4 is a dead state. Okay, and from Q1 also we have shown the transition of 1, but for on next symbol 0 we have to show the transition of Q1 to Q4, that is dead state. Okay, so dead state is that state, so we can say that from which from that state there is no any outgoing transition. So from Q4 there is no any outgoing transition. Okay, so there are only inputs for the Q4. So okay, so it is not actually the considered in the acceptance of any string. Okay, and from the Q4 again, as it is dead, so both transitions we on both input symbol we have to show to itself. So in this way, this is our DFA, which is accepting all those strings which are starting with 0, 1 and having their length is E1. Okay, so this DFA having now total 5 states, where Q0 is the start state and Q2 is acceptance state or final state, and Q4 is dead state. Okay, so dead state is there because we have to show the transitions of Q0 and Q1 on 1 and 0. Okay, now delta we can now represent as in the form of transition table also, as we know that transition table in which rows corresponds to states of our DFA and columns corresponds to input symbols, and at the intersection of each row and column, so we can show the next state. Suppose the current state is Q0 and input symbol is 0, so then next state is Q1. Okay, so current state is Q0 and input symbol is 0, so next state is Q1, like that. Suppose current state is Q0 and input symbol is 1, so next state is Q4. Okay, current state Q0, input symbol is 1, next state is Q4. Okay, so likewise for all other states we can fill the states in the transition table. Okay, on both input symbols. Okay. Now next we have to see the delta cap, that is the working of the transition that is extended transition function delta cap. Let us see with the help of this DFA. Okay, now we'll consider one of the string w is equal to, suppose, so one of the string w is equal to 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so this string starts with 0, 1 and it is of even length, means this string is accepted by our DFA. Okay, as it is starting with 0, 1 and its length is even. Okay, so its length is 6. So this string belongs to the language which is defined by this DFA. Okay, then we can represent it like that, like this. So extended transition function value for this particular string, okay, that is Q0 comma 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, which results in the state Q2, that is acceptance state, we can say that. Means starting with initial state Q0 and after reading all the symbols from this string, this DFA results into the state Q2, or DFA resides into the state Q2, that is acceptance state. Means the DFA accepts this language or this string. Okay, starting with initial state Q0 and after reading all the symbols one by one of this string, the DFA resides into Q2, that is final state. So we can see this, we can compute the delta cap value gradually we can increase. Okay, so we have to compute delta cap for each prefix of this string w starting at epsilon. Okay. Okay. See here. So first of all, we'll compute the delta cap, that is extended transition function, for the prefix epsilon. So epsilon is the prefix for this w, that is 01101. Okay. So we'll compute delta cap of q0 on epsilon then, which is equal to same state, that is q0. Okay. Now further, next prefix of our string is now 0. Okay, after epsilon, so next prefix is 0. We have to gradually increase the prefix, and then we have to compute the delta cap value for each prefix of the w. Now next prefix is 0, so we will compute delta cap of q0 on 0. Now we can break this into, we have seen that w is equal to xa. Okay, where x is the prefix and a is the last symbol. So in this case now epsilon is the prefix and 0 is the last symbol. So we can compute then delta of delta cap. So we have to find the delta cap for the prefix first. Now for 0, prefix is epsilon. So we'll compute the delta cap for epsilon. So delta cap of q0 on epsilon. And then whatever state we are getting, then take the transition of that state on the last symbol of w, that is 0. So delta of delta cap of q0 on epsilon comma 0. But delta cap of q0 on epsilon, already we know this value, we have computed it here. So delta cap of q0 on epsilon is q0. So we can substitute it here. So we are getting then, we are substituting delta cap of q0 on epsilon as value q0. So once we substitute, we are getting then this as delta of q0 comma 0 as it is. So delta of q0 on 0, so we can write from our DFA. So transition of q0 on 0, it goes to q1. So that we can write here q1. Now next further we'll increase the prefix. Now we'll after 0, so we'll next prefix we increment by 1, so it is 0 1. So again compute the extended transition function delta cap for 0 1. So q0 on 0 1, and again we can break it into x and a. So 0 1 we can break at x and a, where x corresponds to 0 and a corresponds to 1. So again take the delta cap of q0 on 0. Okay, delta cap of q0 on 0, and then compute the delta of the corresponding state on 1, that is last symbol. So delta cap of q0 on 0, already we know its value is q1. So we can substitute it then here. So delta cap of q0 on 0 is q1. So we can substitute. So and then we compute delta of q1 on 1. From here we know that delta of q1 on 1 is q2. So we can put it here then, delta of q1 on q2. Now next step, again we'll increase the value of prefix of the string. After 0 1, so we'll increment prefix value of by 1, so it becomes 0 1 1. So 0 1 1. Again break the 0 1 1 into x and a. So this is your w, we can break it into x and a, where x corresponds to 0 1 and a corresponds to 1. Now compute again delta cap for 0 1, q0 on 0 1, which is already known. So delta cap of q0 on 0 1 is q2, and then take the delta of q2 on 1. So delta of q2 on 1 is, from this we know that q2 on 1 is q3. So q3. Now further again increment the value of prefix of the string. After 0 1 1, it becomes 0 1 1 1, like this. So in this way finally we are having the given string. We have to consider the same string because each string is a prefix of itself. So 0 1 1 1 0 1, 0 1 1 0 1. where x corresponds to 0, 1, 1, 0 and a corresponds to 1. Now delta cap of q 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, already it is computed in the last step, its value is q3. So we can put then in computing this delta cap of q0 on 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so it is like this, delta cap of q0 comma 0, 1, 1, 0 comma 1, where delta cap of q0 comma 0, 1, 1, 0 is computed here, its value is q3. We can substitute it here, then we are getting delta of q3 on 1 and delta of q3 on 1 is q2, and this is the accepting state. So q2 is our accepting state. So from this it is clear that starting with initial state q0 and sequentially reading all the symbols of the given string, the DFA reaches to the final state, that is q2. So then we can say that the given string w is equal to 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 belongs to the language of DFA. So after reading all the symbols of the string from first symbol to last symbol, so DFA having the different transitions, that is from q0, q1, q2, q3, q2, q3 and last to q2. So there are different states through which this DFA goes while reading the symbols of this w, and finally it resides into state q2. So we can say that the w is accepted by DFA or it belongs to the language of DFA. Now next further we'll see one more definition of language of DFA. So if DFA A is equal to, defined by these 5 tuples, capital Q stands for set of states, then sigma stands for input symbols, DFA symbols on which transitions are taken by DFA, then delta, that is transition function, that is which shows that the transitions from current state on different symbols. Q0 stands for the start state or initial state of DFA, and capital F stands for the final state of DFA. If this is the DFA which is defined as A, then language of A is denoted as L of A. It set of all strings W such that extended transition function from Q0 on W is in F. That is, the language of DFA is set of all strings such that, okay, so all the strings of this DFA, okay, starting from initial state, so whatever transitions are taken on the symbols of the strings finally resides into final state. So language of A is set of strings, set of string W, so that we can say that take the start state Q0 to one of the accepting state belonging to capital F, belonging to the state of final states. So language of DFA is the set of strings W that take the start state Q0 to one of the accepting state belonging to this F. So if L is the language of DFA is L of A for some DFA A, then we can say that L is the regular language. So it is the regular language. Okay. Thank you.